time to get away. It's time to get away from you. It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. You brought a lot of money, but me, I'm catching tiny tummy. And you make me sleep. I try and try, and I start to be sensible.
We have an interconference affair. Up for you today.
I feel sorry for them niggas. This shit is over with.
As the Cleveland Cavaliers come in for this one. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. And it's Irving at the point guard position. Cavs didn't start the season as a team built around the three, but they would end it that way.
Yeah, and after the trade for Smith and Shumpert, it changed their dynamic. All of a sudden, they can do a lot of damage from beyond the arc.
Warriors on D. He kicks to Love. Yes.
Yeah.
It's Irving picking up the assist.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to
That
the ideal
bullshit
spot.
pass
You don't
go
always
through.
throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Green kicks to Curry. Bogut dishes to Green. And it's Irving with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And that is good. James has got his first points of the game.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Bogut. And he makes good on the layup.
If they think that kind of defense is going to get it done against him, they're mistaken.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Curry passes to Green. Drops in the tray.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Irving attacking. And Shumpert kicks to Irving. And here's Love for three. Again, Love missing. Second shot opportunity. Here's Mozgov. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. James is screen on Curry. Irving with a clean look. And another miss by Cleveland.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
James dishes to Love. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Love's got 5.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
In the corner, Irving with it. Again, Irving missing.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Irving. That's a pick by Love. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Thompson passes to Curry. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Barnes kicks to Bogut. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Love. And here they go. And finished off by LeBron.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He bought his next car used, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glam.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Cleveland.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
That shit out here, nigga.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Here's Curry. The shot no good. And Cleveland will come the other way. The finish. And James throws it down.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Irving dishes to Shumpert. Love with the screen.
You think we're going to keep falling for the same fucking play?
6 to shoot.
Not today, buddy.
It's a pick by Love. James loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Now James. Harrison Barnes missing on the 3. James, the pass to Irving. Breaks it off the glass. Irving's got 5 points so far.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Jones comes in for LeBron. And Smith subbed in for Shumpert. Pass to Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustments here.
Now here is Smith. Right wing. On the wing, Thompson. Dishes it to Smith. Jones drives in. The shot will not go. Great tee that time from Green. Iguodala kicks to Green. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led... Saginaw High School took 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
And here is Irving after the 3-pointer from Andre Iguodala. Irving dishes to Smith. And he's way off from outside.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
There's no doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Now here's Irving. 7 points in the game. It's a pick by Love. Jones, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors.
And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it.
Smith kicks to Thompson. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Now here's Iguodala. Following the miss by J.R. Smith. Feeds it to Barnes. Livingston kicks to Barnes. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Irving attacking. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Here's Smith. Foul on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Festus Ezeli comes in for Draymond Green. And Spates subbed in for Harrison Barnes.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just as the doctor ordered us, some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP and a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean,
that nigga Kevin Love don't play no fucking defense. Got a Cavs ass in real life.
That's going to help his confidence for this year.
Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
Warriors ball. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Klay Thompson.
Cavaliers time.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability. And not sure if I can agree with J.R. Smith's assessment that he'll be one of the greatest shooters of all time, but he's pretty deep into his career at this point. Maybe he's hoping for a Kyle Korver type of career after 30 years of age.
Checked in for Andre Iguodala. Cleveland also making some changes. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Tristan Thompson. James comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside. Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Smith the pass to Varejao. And he dunks it down.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Pass to Dellavedova. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter.
I see how we playing. Okay. I see what we doing.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
I see what we doing here, guy.
Warriors trailed by 8. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade.
If that was Kyrie, that'd have been a foul. Fuck out of here. I was doing the same shit this nigga doing. He get calls. I can't get a fucking call to save my life. Fuck.
And it's Iguodala in the 3 seconds.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little.
Nigga gotta be the most annoyingest nigga I ever played in my life.
A little more staunchly than that.
Weird shit.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And Green gets it to go.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. James outside. Screened by Jones. J.R. Smith on the wing. Jones kicks to Dellavedova. Back to Jones. James outside. The Warriors pull it in. Barnes has got 4 rebounds in this game. Iguodala wide open. Misses the jumper.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. It's Iguodala with the drive. And the rejection by Smith. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for the Warriors. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Curry. Screen by Smith. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Green. And now running up the court, Barbosa pushing it up. And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and then excellent transition offense.
And really it all stems from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Now here's James. Following the miss by J.R. Smith. And the whistle blow is going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game. The drive by LeBron. Oh, wow. That's a beautiful jam. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Screen by Jones. Smith with it. Barbosa picks him up. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. And Verejao kicks to Dellavedova. LeBron against Iguodala. Another shot. Here's Verejao.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
And the wide open shot from Green. Those 3-pointers off the mark. That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what?
That nigga Steph can't make layups now, huh? Get the fuck out of here.
Jones drives in. Can't get it to fall. Warriors trail by 9. Right side Curry. They double team Curry. And stolen by James. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Here's Smith. A good finish.
All this nigga do is fucking layup. Steph Curry can't make a fucking layup. Get the fuck out of here. Or get a call.
And the thing about LeBron,
faggot ass shit.
He's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. We're talking about the strength of LeBron now. We saw Michael Jordan do this too. They paid a lot of attention to their body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They became a little physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high flying, but just as potent and as effective.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor.
That's outstanding hang time improvisation right there.
When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-handed.
Stolen by Thompson. Over in the corner, Livingston. The drive by Bogut. Spades dishes to Rush. They get a hand on it. Right side jumper. Fires from deep. And the shot is good. Shumpert's got 7 points.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards.
And here's Irving after the three-pointer from Amon Shumpert. Thompson again. It's Irving. 6 to shoot. It's a pick by Love. Jefferson has a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
And for Livingston, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Here's Love. No good. So Golden State will take it the other way. The drive by Thompson. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient in the second.
And the Warriors making a change here. Ezeli's checked in.
And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Irving kicks to Love. There's the triple. No good.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And that one's good. And that's 12 points for Klay Thompson.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Klay Thompson. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Ezeli. No good.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
To the paint. Here's Jefferson. And again, unable to change momentum here. Warriors trail by 6. Barbosa up top. Guarded by Shumpert. Here's Ezeli. Stolen by Thompson.
Fuck out of here.
Here's Shumpert. The shot is off. And Golden State will come the other way. Spades kicks to Livingston. Spades inside. Defended by Jefferson. Jefferson with some nice D.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game. That's why they are now understanding how to win.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
A nice shot by Irving.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Offensive rebound.
Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the...
I'm gonna need some calls too, y'all bitch ass refs.
9 points for Amon
Keeping this
Shumpert.
nigga in the fucking game with that weird shit he do.
Knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Timeout called the Warriors. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65. Impressive work.
Williams, he's checked in for Irving. Warriors trailed by 11.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
Here's Williams. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Love. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Barbosa for three. They get the rebound. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Full 24-second shot clock. Tries again. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut to just 7 points in the basket from Livingston.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
Barbosa with it, now guarded by Shumpert. Azili kicks to Barbosa. It's stolen by Jefferson. And he jams it with authority.
Bitch ass shit.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now here's Spates. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
The Cavaliers leading. Williams passes to Love. And there's a foul. It's on Maurice Spates. That's foul number 2 for him. And so here's Cleveland. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And he gets it to go. Jefferson's got 9 points in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Azili dishes to Spates. And stolen by Love. Goes up. And the rejection by Azili. Shumpert against Barbosa. The drive by Love. The 17-footer goes down. Love's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs. Rush from outside. The Cavaliers pull it in.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. And he's good on the second. And stolen by Love. The shot is good off the backboard. Love's got 9 points.
It's been said often that good defense leads to offense, and that's what we're seeing here with all these points off turnovers.
And guys, one thing to force turnovers, but also important that you make the teams pay when you're able to create those.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He has 15 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
He created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Thompson are up front, and it's Jones in at the 3 slot. Iguodala left side. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. That's now 8 points for Andre Iguodala.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach. Ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Our old partner Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars in Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. Irving kicks to Jones, and it's denied.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Smith for 3.
3 points.
Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Irving against Curry. Green passes to Curry.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And that one's good.
Kyrie Irving.
And that's 19 points for J.R. Smith.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The drive by Iguodala. And good on the basket. Book it. 11 points for Draymond Green.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
James kicks to Jones. James dishes to Jones. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Just 5 on the clock. Jones for 3. That is good. Jones has got 5 points now in the quarter. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Whoa, whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Now here's LeBron. 15 points in the game. Misses. 4th time against 7 makes for this game. Here's Iguodala. Hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
Now here's James. Jones with the screen on Iguodala. Smith outside. He dishes it to LeBron. The three-pointer off the mark. Warriors trail by 17. It's Thompson off the drive. Iguodala with it. Jones covering. Here's Green. And Jones sends it back. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Jones has got 7 points here in this quarter. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Cleveland?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
They set the pick. Smith for 3. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him. The Warriors have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Curry attacking. Leaps for it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Timeout. Called Cleveland. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Timeout called Cleveland. For the Cavaliers, Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Love comes in for LeBron. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Smith. Curry against Shumpert. From deep, Green. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
One-on-one fast break. Jones, no luck.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Picked by Mozgov. It's Irving, top of the key. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Irving's got 17 now.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they play best midseason. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
James Jones.
Here's Thompson. 12 points for him. Thompson is double. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with two hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 17. And that one's good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And Green gets it to go.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for you.
Here's Curry with the three.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Passes it to Mozgov. Cleveland moving it around. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his third rebound tonight. And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard. Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Azili's checked in for Draymond Green. Spates comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Golden State's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here is Livingston. 9 points in the game so far. Barbosa for 3. But he gets it back to the inside. Here's Spates. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
And he gets it to go. 19 points for Kevin Love.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Iguodala with the steal. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Here's Shumpert. From outside, off the mark. Warriors trail by 21. And Jones sends it back.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
The Warriors shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, it didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he had been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. Then last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
And getting back to Iguodala last season, not only did he come off the bench for the first time ever, but he really thrived in doing so. Playing the fewest minutes per game of his career, he was able to avoid some of the nagging injuries that had plagued him in the past. And so he could stick around to help the Warriors assemble that franchise record of 67 wins last season.
And the Warriors with some changes. Bogut comes in for Festus Ezeli. And it's Rush in for Andre Iguodala. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Love. LeBron comes in for James Jones. Cunningham, he's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. First one falls for him.
You know, for Iguodala at this point in his career, it's just about winning. He's had a couple of large contracts. He's made multiple all-star teams, but now it's about rings for him. And he got one.
Here is Livingston. 9 points in the game so far. It's Bogut with the drive. Here's Spates. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
That's his first personal.
And Maurice Spates last season was the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Verajau's checked in. Greg, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Bucket. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Back to LeBron. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. .109 left here in the third quarter. 4 on the shot clock. Jefferson's shot is off. Johnson signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it, and easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him.
So it's the Cavaliers now, after the Warriors pick up 3. LeBron passes to Cunningham. Jefferson kicks to Dellavedova. Drops one in from the wing. And the Cavaliers lead by 19. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Stolen away. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And then Cunningham slams it in.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage. And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Cavaliers ahead, just dominating this one. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Iguodala, the 3, with Barnes, the stretch 4. And it's Green in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors 5. Kicks it to Dellavedova. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Verajau. Steph Curry with the rebound. Curry's got his third rebound on the night. Here we go, James. Oh!
LeBron James.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers. And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out, he can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Cunningham dishes to Varejao. LeBron against Thompson. 6 to shoot. The pass to Cunningham. To the left side wing. Here's Jefferson. Misses off the right iron. Warriors trail by 21. And stolen by LeBron. There's the feed to Cunningham. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
That's good from Cunningham.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Warriors foul.
And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, timed for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are. Clark.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
James against Iguodala. LeBron outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Cunningham. Great D that time from Green.
And back to the Cavs and their road play. Teams with a lot of new players coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road.
Cunningham passes to Jefferson. Poked away. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
You talk about being streaky on the road. That's what the Cavs were. I mean, could rattle off 4 wins on the road in a row, then come back empty from their next road trip. They did seem, though, to get stronger and more steady as the season went on.
It's Thompson off the drive. It's stolen by Jefferson. And there's the call. On Klay Thompson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
James with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. And they double up James. 3-pointer, Dellavedova. And Varejao kicks to Cunningham. He feeds it to LeBron. The second chance effort cannot hit. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Iguodala outside. Here's Curry. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet. And that's now 18 points for Steph Curry. Here's Cunningham. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has, to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. How about the feel and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate behind the defense on the break?
On its way from Curry for two. Another miss by Curry. 3-on-3. Here's Cunningham. And the rejection by Iguodala. And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in.
Andrew Bogut. Timeout, Cleveland.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Oracle Arena, let's keep it going.
And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Draymond Green. Rush comes in for Andre Iguodala. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Rush's shot is off. Cavaliers shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Cleveland moving the ball around. And there's a foul. It's on Maurice Spates. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
A nice shot by Irving.
And that tells you a lot about why the score is where it is. Lazy defense.
Shumpert with the steal. The shot by Irving. Rush grabs the miss.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his third foul of the game. Here is Livingston. Kicks it out to Barbosa. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that one.
The Oracle Arena was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
On its way from Irving for two. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And now it's up to 25 points for Kyrie Irving. Barbosa kicks to Livingston. The dish to Bogut. Clock at 6. Barbosa passes to Livingston. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Barbosa again missing.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13-plus points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
Livingston dishes to Thompson. And it's Barbosa again missing.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team.
Cavaliers foul. James Jones. That's his third personal foul.
First one falls for him.
And after an exceptional first 2 years in the league, Jason Thompson has really decline. He averaged 12 points and 8 boards over those first 2 seasons, but last year that plummeted all the way down to 6 and 6. So his arrow's definitely been pointing in the wrong direction.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Barnes, he's checked in for Rush. Thompson comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Here's Curry with the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Well, getting back to Thompson, as Greg was just talking about him, he's a big guy, durable, good interior defender, Clark, but he really struggles on the perimeter.
Yeah, you know, 20 years ago, his rugged style of inside play would have worked, but nowadays, his lack of a consistent shot and below-average range are really counterproductive.
Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Thompson. And Curry, here we go. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
Thompson again, serving. The screen from Thompson. Smith kicks to Shumpert. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green. And Curry, certainly, Clark, a magician with the ball in his hands. He can really supply the terrific handle, razzle-dazzle moves, crossovers. He has it all.
He sure does, but on occasion he can be a little loose with it and turn it over some. That's been a focus both by him and the coaching staff. Attack, but do it with precision.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system, but you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Cleveland also making some changes. Jefferson comes in for Shumpert, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Outside Jefferson. Screen by Jefferson. Smith kicks to Jones. But they'll get another chance.
Nice job on the offensive glass.
From deep, Klay Thompson, and that's good. Thompson's got 7 points for the quarter.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in him.
And, you know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him? And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover.
He kicks it to Barnes. They get it again. Back to Curry. The three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 17 now, just in the second half.
This quarter has brought out the best in him, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
The screen from Thompson. Outside, Jones. Out to Smith. Takes a 3. That one goes. Count it. Smith's got 22.
That gives him his second 3 of the half, with 3 total for the game.
Curry can't get it to go.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
And Thompson throws it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Thompson. He's got 21 points and the 2 nice steals as well. Good contributions for him offensively with the assist and also making some nice steals.
You know what, Clark? You're right on the money with that. He's been just as creative as he has been disruptive. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
Yeah, they did. Their depth is really one of their greatest attributes.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Irving. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Rush the pass to Barnes. Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Jefferson dishes to Jones. The baseline jumper goes down.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
Smith against Thompson. Smith kicks to Dellavedova. The screen from Thompson. Clock at 6. Here's Jones. Cleveland gets it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Goes up again. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.